Welcome back to the Flying Bison Radio Network. Top of the ninth, your Flying Bison lead the TimberHogs of Piney Woods 12-4. Matt Shira back on the mound facing Juan Murillo, the leadoff batter for the TimberHogs with a 1-0 count here to get things going. 3 outs away for the Flying Bison to advance to their first ever and inaugural championship game of the Mid-America League. TimberHogs have a lot of work to do. Next pitch on the 1-0. Fastball through the zone. 1-1 here. Nice fastball inside by Shira, who's done a good job, controlling everything since he's come in. He's got a 1-1 here with a 8-run Bison lead with a cushion to it. Off speed and outside, 2-1 here for Murillo. Just trying to close it out again. The Flying Bison are to close it out. We'd get Joplin tomorrow, 7:15. Next pitch. This one grounded hard to the second baseman. Maldonado picked up well off the hop. Over to first in time on a 4-3 putout. One away here in the top of the ninth.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 23, Gabriel Flores.
So Gabriel Flores to the plate now. Flores is 0 for 3. Well, actually, I say that. That's a lie. He's got 2 strikeouts, an RBI ground out, and a walk his last time up. He's got nobody on and 1 out here for the TimberHogs. Still 12-4 Abilene. We need 2 more here. This one, swing on a miss. 0-1 to Flores. Right now, 2 strikeouts on the board for Shiro through 2 1/3 innings pitched. Going for the last 2/3. A little bit high. 1-1 here to Flores. The 1-1 coming, and Dawson Albin is on deck as this one is poached as a foul tip. 1-2 count here. One and two coming. Shira trying to be the local hero. Started really well with Cooper Herbachek, the starter, and Shira's our third pitcher of the night for the Bison. Again, really doing well, limiting the offensive factor for the TimberHogs. This one is an off-speed outside for a 2-2 count now for Flores. Also a big shout-out to Kinsey, for the pregame interview. This one is going to be swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout for Matt Shira. His third of the game puts out number 2 on the board here in the top of the ninth. And, folks, the Flying Bison are 1 out away from putting their name in the Mid-America League Championship matchup against the Outlaws of Joplin tomorrow, as Dawson Albin will make his way to the plate. Albin has only reached on an error. Since then has a ground out, a pop out, and a strikeout. First pitch is through the zone. Call for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 count coming up for Albin. Pitch. This one low and outside. He almost got the bat off the shoulder, but he stays with it. 1-1 here. Kenzie Ray does a good job with her photography for the Flying Bison. You can see her photos on our social media pages. This is a chopper towards the shortstop side to the third baseman. Over to first in time on a 5-3 putout to close the game. The Flying Bison have won this semifinal matchup over the Piney Woods TimberHogs 12-4. And ladies and gentlemen, your Flying Bison tomorrow evening will be playing in the inaugural Mid-America League Championship against the Joplin Outlaws after a 12-4 victory tonight after the 5-3 putout on Dawson Albin. Fly, Bison, fly. Abilene wins, and the Flying Bison are championship bound tomorrow at 7:15. And boy, off the bat for Albin, I thought that'd be more of a number than anything else. It kind of looked like a Baltimore chop as well. But anyway, that'll wrap it up. 12-4 Flying Bison. We'll come back with post-game stats here in just a moment. Again, your Flying Bison defeat the Piney Woods TimberHogs 12-4. And by the way, for the Flying Bison, that's their 5th straight win on the season and the first ever playoff win in Flying Bison organization history. Put that one down in the record books. So, we'll come back in just a moment for our post-game stats and see if we have anything else going on, as you're listening to 106.3 The Raider on the Flying Bison Radio Network. And again, your Flying Bison advance to the Mid-America League Championship tomorrow at 7:15 against the Joplin Outlaws, with the final score tonight in the semifinal, the Flying Bison 12 and Piney Woods 4. Post-game stats and more is coming up next.
You're listening to the Flying Bison Radio Network.